He's got Langerhans cell histiocytosis, which is kind of an autoimmune disorder and kind of a cancer all at the same time. His body was creating extra Langerhans cells that kind of help fight diseases and things like that, but his body was making too many and pretty much started attacking itself. It started like the week before his diagnosis, March 20th of 2019. I just noticed when he was going to the bathroom, it was hurting him a lot. So I took him in and, they thought constipation, gave us meds, said come back if he's not better. And he just kept getting worse to the point he wouldn't move off of our bed. He even got to the point he wouldn't really talk. He wouldn't eat or drink, anything like that. And finally one night we took him up to Lutheran ER, and they noticed that he had hydrocele. So they sent us to Blank, actually on his birthday. And we spent 2 days doing almost every test you can think of, trying to figure out what was wrong. They initially thought he had sepsis, so he was treated for that, and then eventually Dr. Woods, who's the director over at Blank Children's, was able to see his rash and kind of look at him and know exactly what it was. He really had no idea today.
We kept telling him it was a surprise, and even on the drive-in, he was getting us excited. He'd be like, there's a dump truck. Oh, look, there's a big truck. And it's like, yep, we're doing the right thing, evidently, because the whole drive up here, he was calling them out.
Family friend got us involved a few years ago, and last year we went to the gala for the first time, and we realized how truly special this organization is.
And Make-A-Wish several years ago granted my nephew, who's a cancer survivor, a trip to Disney World, so it's been around in our family for several years.
I think we need to be involved more than ever now, and just because the world's a little crazy doesn't mean that wishes have to stop being answered. So I think we all need to step up and do our part now.
I'm so happy.
I'd say we're lucky. He just got his PET scan this last week that showed he's been clear of cancer for last month. So after a year of battling through chemo and everything, it's a great ending to it all.
Just how happy he is.
My favorite part is seeing Forrest's expression on his face with all the big equipment. This is our everyday thing, but pulling everybody together and everybody stepping up to do their part is pretty exciting for us.
Mine's gonna have to be, we've got 5 or 6 pieces of equipment out here. I mean, this kid is 3 years old and he can name everything on this job site. And I thought that was pretty cool. We were all little kids one time and we all liked to play in the dirt, and we all had our Tonka trucks. And fortunately, I never had to grow up, and we get to do this every day. And I was Forrest when I was that age. Not with what he's got going on, but every kid has an imagination and a dream, and I knew he had to do it, and seeing the smile on his face made it all worth it.
Excavator.
The excavator.
Did you ride it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you honk the horn?
You did in the excavator.
And in the bulldozer.
And in the bulldozer.
Yeah. I did that dump truck in the dozer. Yeah.
Since his was a blood cancer, it can spread really fast and be everywhere. So yeah, for the next year, he's gonna have to keep doing regular scans to make sure nothing's came back. But if anything does, they catch it as quick as possible and get him right back into treatment. And he was doing chemo 4 days a week for the last year to make sure there's nothing there. So hopefully there isn't.
I think Make-A-Wish is really special. My son has had a horrible year being 2. 3 now, but everything started when he was 2. He didn't understand what was going on, and there was times he was mad at his dad and I for letting the doctors be mean to him, and just seeing him so happy after the year he's had is amazing. Thank you, Make-A-Wish.
Thank you.